Hi everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I am so excited to bring you a really fun card today. You're gonna love it. It is made with the Words of Cheer bundle, which I am focusing on for an entire week on my website. I focus on one stamp set or bundle for a week, and that way you get lots of ideas to use it with. So this is the Words of Cheer bundle. It's this awesome stamp set, great images, great fonts, great sentiments, and this full packed set of dies. I'm font obsessed, so I love this set because of course it's focusing on words and I love words. So this is the card we're going to make today, and it is just adorable. It says sending you Christmas cheer, and on the inside it says wishing you a joyful Christmas. So this is what we're going to get to. I do want to point out that the Words of Cheer bundle is located on page 20 of the July to December 2021 mini catalog. This is what the catalog looks like, and that is the page. It's $46.75 in the US, and it is quite a great value. The dies are amazing. The stamp set, awesome. I would like to also point out, this is what the dies look like. A little bigger, obviously. You can see them on my sheet, but that's what they look like when they're cut out. So there's quite a few dies included. I'm also going to be using this beautiful wood grain paper, which is probably one of my most favorite paper packs of designer series paper that we have. It's in our annual catalog, and it's called In Good Taste. It's on page 132, and this is it. It's a 24 sheet paper pack. Most of our packs of paper are smaller, but this one is 24 sheets, and it's $21. You get 2 of each, 12 double-sided designs. Absolutely gorgeous. There's so many different colors and types of wood grain in this pack. I've almost finished mine, and I love it. So I highly recommend it. If you need catalogs, just leave a comment below. If you do not have a demonstrator and you would like to purchase from me, I'd be happy to send you the catalogs. All right, let's go ahead and get started because this is going to be a good time. Let me move my stuff out of the way here. All right, so this is our card, and we're going to go ahead and start with a piece of Mellow Moss, which is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's our base. We will be folding that in half. I like to use the bone folder to get a nice crisp edge there. And the next piece is the part that holds this wood. And the Merry Merlot is this burgundy color. It's 3 7/8 by 5 1/8. And the DSP is 3 3/4 by 5 inches. So let's go ahead and see the other side, how amazing it is. Oh, I hate to cover any of it up. It's so pretty. But let's go ahead and put some adhesive on the back. And this one's just going to have a smaller border all the way around, which is what I designed it to have. And we're just going to set that to the side. We're not going to attach that right now. But as you can see in this corner here, we have a really fun little lacy piece right here. It's a vellum doily, and they come in a package like so. They're square vellum doilies. You get 24 in a package, and they're super cool. I've used them in a round form too by just trimming these edges off and making it round. But we're going to use the square part today, and we're going to go ahead and put some adhesive down onto our card. No one's going to see it. Even though it's a vellum doily, it won't be seen because we're going to layer another piece on the top. So I can put that generously down there. I'm going to put the edge to the edge in this corner and go ahead and attach that down. And then this wood piece is going to be slanted when we put it on here. So the vellum doily is just going to peek out on the 2 edges, okay? But I'm going to set this aside for right now because we're going to do some die cutting. We're going to do our cheer word. So I'm just going to put this off to the side. Let's go ahead and start with our stamping. And I just realized that I forgot to have a piece of our inside, which is a piece of our basic white cardstock. So I will cut that really quickly. It won't take but a minute. I always have white cardstock on my desk here, and I just need to trim it down to 4 by 5 1/4 inches. And I have done that now. So we are going to stamp on this piece as well. It was one of the pieces I forgot to cut. Silly me. Okay. So the inside is where that white piece goes. So we're going to stamp "Wishing You a Joyful Christmas." And then on this piece here, on this end, we're going to put "Sending You Christmas." Now, this sentiment says "Sending You Christmas Cheer," but since we're using the die cut word cheer, we're not going to use the whole sentiment. I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm going to go ahead and put this on my silicone mat. And I'm just going to use the side of this ink pad to only ink up the words that I want. I do not want the word cheer. So I'm only going to ink up "Sending You Christmas." And I'm just going to double check that the top of that H doesn't have any pink on there, or red, or burgundy. So I'm going to stamp this right here on this edge, like so. "Sending You Christmas." So that piece is going to go off, and then this middle section here, and then I will clean both the stamps, is going to say "Wishing You a Joyful Christmas," and that's going to be on the inside of our card. So we'll put that right there in the middle. Hopefully I have it straight. Not too bad. "Wishing You a Joyful Christmas." So now we're done with our stamping. Put that away. Let's grab all our other parts and pieces. All right, let me clean. I use an old stamp case, and I put my Simply Chamois in here. It just has water on it, and it cleans the stamps really well. So grab those and get those cleaned off. Not too much stamping today, right? It's mostly die cut work. So I'm going to go ahead and attach to the inside of our card this white panel, because it can go in there. So let's go ahead and put our adhesive on it. And again, that's 5 1/4 by 4 inches, and that gives me 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So there's that. Again, I'm going to set it off to the side. And we are going to attach these two pieces together here. I think. Maybe it's this one. Yes, it's this one. I have all these pieces because we're going to die cut with these. So let me go ahead and attach this piece on here. I just had to find its missing piece. All right, so this one's going to get attached, and it's going to have a border on the top and the bottom of that Merlot. It's really a pretty color, just like that. And we're going to tie a piece of ribbon around that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. It's this beautiful fine art ribbon. It has that gold through it. I think it's such a pretty ribbon. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out approximately how much I need. That looks good. I'm going to grab my ribbon cutting scissors. I have 2 pairs. I have one that I use for paper and one that I use for ribbon. The ribbon one has a dangle on it so that I know. And that way it stays sharp when I want to cut my ribbon, and it won't cut the ribbon in a bad way, or not want to cut the ribbon itself. Here's my little clip. I like to keep that clipped like that. All right. Now let's go ahead and tie it. I'm tying it upside down, I see, but it doesn't really matter. You can tie it any direction. You just want it's just going to be tied in a knot. So I'm just going to find my spot, and I want to leave a little bit of an edge there. So I'm just going to slide it down slightly, and I'll be able to slide it once I tie my knot. So I'm going to go ahead and put that through like so. It's such a pretty ribbon. I love the little gold that runs through it. And then I'm going to snip the edges, and then I'm going to fray them because I really like the look of them frayed. So I'm going to snip one direction and one the other. And I will fray them in a few minutes. So let's put that to the side for right now. So that's done. So let's do our die cutting. So we are going to die cut the words, the cheer, and then all the little berries. You see all those itty bitty tiny berries, and you're probably going, she is nuts. Why does she want to glue all those tiny berries on there? But oh my gosh, it's so worth it. Look how pretty that is. And it actually is not that hard if you use the take your pick tool, which is what we're going to do. So let me get my little die cut machine out. This is my mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. I love it. I'm going to put it in this direction. I'm going to move the card out of the window just for the moment. And we're going to place our pieces on here. We have our plate number 1 and our plate number 2. Put those in there. And this one is going to get, I have to pull my dies out here. I also have some extra berries in a baggie, and I also have some holly leaves, which we're not using on this, but I do bag them when I have extras when I'm using them. So we're going to use this word cheer. We're going to use this background. This one's going to go on this green piece here, like so. This one is going to go on this piece right here, which is the inside letters. And then this one right here is going to get this long piece that is the berries. And if I am wise and I push this in enough on this back end right here, I'm going to fit this piece, which is going to give us the 3 little twigs that are going to go inside the card to tie the die cutting to the inside. All right, so let me make sure I have everything in place, that all the dies are on their paper, that no paper is overlapping. Let's move it this way. Yeah, there we go. It fits. I got it all on one. I know you can't see this back end, but you'll see it when it goes through. So I'm just gonna, whoops, put the cover on and go ahead and push that into the machine. And then I can grab, once it grabs, I can grab on and crank it through. And here it comes out the other side. I will close the machine. It does close up. For compact, it's really nice because if you want to travel with it, it's a small size. I love it. We're going to pull these off. I'm going to pull this template off. And then let's pull these off of here. So here's the 3 pieces that are gonna go on the inside. I will pull those off, and they'll go right there. That die goes here, I think. And then we have our word cheer, which let's pull that off out of here. And there we go. Isn't that pretty? Let's make a little pile for the trash here. All right, hopefully I'll be able to get it all in the trash. And then this die is going to come up, and here's the individual letters. And let's put them over there. Let's get that center out of that R that goes in the garbage. All right, there's the word cheer. And now this is the part that I want to move all my trash first. before I let these little berries out because they are small. And I do want to keep them, and I don't want to keep the rest of the parts. So I'm actually going to pull this off. I'm going to kind of throw that down. But if this last berry doesn't want to come out, I just use my take your pick tool. And they've all come out now. So this can go back on here. Also the word cheer can go on here. And this word can go on here. All right, and let me put my dies back. It's a great little die set. All right, put that hopefully in some place that it will stay safe. And then I'm gonna keep all these little berries right on this plate for right now, just off to the side. And I can throw this piece away. Okay, so let's grab our mat here, and we are gonna first attach the word cheer to this piece. So we're going to use this adhesive right here. I'm going to actually move the berries to this side because I'm afraid I'm going to knock them off since I'm right-handed. And we are going to go ahead and attach the word cheer onto the dark green color, which is called Mossy Meadow. And this burgundy is called Merry Merlot. And I'm going to put them backwards because obviously the glue is going to go on the wrong side. And I'm going to grab my tweezer because that's what I use when I have small things that I need to pick up. So it's a tweezer that is reverse action. If you've never seen anything like it, it's amazing. It's closed all the time. You have to squeeze to open it. So it works out awesome when you want to pick things up because you're not constantly having to squeeze it. So let's just start with the first letter that we come to. Doesn't matter which one we do first. I'm just going to run a thin line of adhesive over this E. And then I'm going to grab it with my tweezer and we'll put it right here. Like so. All right, let's get the next E going. Again, just a thin line of adhesive. And we'll grab it with our tweezer. And if I have to rotate this, I will, whatever I need to do to get it in position so that my letters can glue down easily. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's do the C. It's right here next to me, so we're kind of going out of order, so sorry for those of you that have that OCD. I kind of have it, but for this part I'm just trying to do what works, but some things would drive me crazy if they're out of order. Like I couldn't stop this project right now and leave it like that because it would drive me nuts that that H isn't in there. But I'm gonna put it now, so that should help, right? And the R will go last, like it's supposed to. All right, here's the H. Well, I think I have it upside down. Let me pull it up and flip my word. I just cut my nails today and like nothing wants to be picked up. That's what happens. Okay, now it has a perfect border all the way around it. Okay, now our R is last. And let's go ahead and put our adhesive on the back. Okay, grab this and it's going to be upside down, looks like. All right, so there is my cheer. So far, so good. What do you guys think so far? It looks good, right? Super cute. Okay, now we're going to do all the berries. So let's bring the berries back in. Here we go. And I'm gonna need a few from this baggie because there's not quite enough. I think I need 4. So let me see if I can grab 4 of them. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna toss them up on there and hopefully that's the right number, but if not, there's more in the baggie there. So I'm gonna use the take your pick tool. I'm gonna get my tweezers out of the way and I'm gonna use this putty end and I'm gonna get it started. Actually, I'm just gonna pull that piece off and I'm gonna get some new putty. The way you get putty, you see this little part here? You just screw that in and you screw push on it until putty starts coming out the other side. And then when you have enough, you loosen it. And then just what was there comes out because the pressure put it out. So that's what I need on this end, is this little putty end, which will help me pick up all these little dots. So pray for me, because here we go. All right, I'm gonna put a few dots to start, and then I'll grab my little dots and put them on these little glue pieces that have glue. So I'll do that one, and I'll do this one at the same time so that I won't have to stop and get more glue. So let's go ahead and grab a dot and put it on that dot. Oops, what did I do? Where did it go? I don't know what I did with it. It went flinging, I think, so I am gonna need another one. I just flung it somewhere. Okay, live there. We'll grab the next one, same thing, put it down, live there. Grab the next one, put it on this piece, the next one. See, it's not that bad, guys. This take your pick tool makes it so easy because it grabs them, except when you fling them across the table. I don't know what I did with that one, but whatever. Hopefully, maybe it went back onto that plate, and that's why I can't see it, because there's so many dots there. So we'll just push that in and just make sure that it's over the top where it needs to be. What I love about this adhesive, I just touched it with my finger, but is it's very forgiving. And it stays sticky for a long time. So you don't have to worry that it's gonna dry while you're doing these dots. And while they may be a little bit tedious, they're not too bad, right? And it's worth it because look at the results, so beautiful. Here we go, come here, get on there. There we go. Use this to push it into its spot. Two more, and we're done with this one. Let's grab this guy. All right, let's do this one over here. 4 of those. 1. Get my putty ready again. 2. Some of them are upside down, and there's a right side and a wrong side of die cuts, and you just have to flip them over. I just use the take your pick tool to do that as well. I use the pointy end. I'll show you when I have to do that. I'm going to use all the ones that are right side up first, and then I will flip the rest and continue. All right, just 2 more sprigs down here on the E and the R, and then we're done. Let's see. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one has 6, so I need 11. That's 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I did lose one. I don't know where it went. Let's grab it out of here. Let's grab another one, and we'll be ready. Come here, just one. I just need one of you who wants to come to play. Both of them, the twins. Let's put one of them down there and put the other one back. All right. Yeah, I don't know what happened to that one, but it didn't want to be glued down. It escaped. The runaway berry. Okay, so let's go ahead and come in here. We'll do these down here first. And then we'll do this one. Almost done. And then we'll just assemble it onto the card. You're gonna love it, it's so fast. This is the most time-consuming part, is doing the berries, but I think they're worth it. All right, while I have it here, I'm gonna go ahead and flip the other ones over that are backwards. I just kind of just turn them. There, that one went right. That one, is that one the right way? Yeah, that one's the right way. I think I just have one more. There we go. Flip over, my friend. And this one. Flip over. Yep, they all are awesome. Maybe not this one. Yeah, this one needs to also flip over. All right, now it's flipped. So So let's go ahead and glue the remaining berries onto their sprigs. Now that they're all the right direction, it won't be any time at all before they're on there. And oh my gosh, I know, like I said, I know it's a little work, and some of you are probably looking at me like this girl is crazy to do this, but oh my gosh, it's so worth it. I think, anyway. It might not be your thing. And you don't have to put any berries on them if you don't want to. I just chose to do it. I really thought it was a wow. And it is Christmas, and I do take a little bit longer doing my Christmas cards than I do any other kinds of cards. It's just that time of year where you put that little bit of extra effort in. All right, let's move that one over. They look amazing. See, now wasn't that worth it? It's so pretty. All right, I'm gonna just set it over here. I'm gonna move that plate out of the way. And we're gonna start gluing our card together. So we're gonna come over here. And the first step is this piece is gonna be attached here, and it's gonna be raised up. So I need some dimensionals. So I am going to be putting in the corners, in the middle, and then I'm going to put two, one there and one right there. Let's pull the backs off. Sometimes I can't tell if they've come up or not. One more. There we go. All right. So this wood grain is so beautiful, isn't it? Don't you love it? I think it's so pretty. I'm going to put this on this side right here. We're going to angle it. Like I said, I just really like the look of it angled, and it lets that little piece of lace peek out in that corner right there. So now that's attached. Now this strip is just going to be laid across, except for this piece is going to get two small mini dimensionals because I need to even it out, and this part is not raised up because it doesn't have that backing on it. This will make it even. So I'm going to pull those off, and then I'm going to run a line of the seal with the cap off of it, of course. Right there. And put a little bit on this side, like so. And then this is going to get laid across the card, about right there. And like I said, this side here will have the dimensionals, and they're going to actually glue down to that green part. So I'm going to bring that down about there. And then it's equal because that little bit of lift makes it equal with the lift that's on this piece. So there is that lift. And last, we're going to glue our word cheer, and we're going to put it down the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and pretend like I'm writing the word cheer with my glue. Just outline those letters. And then I'm going to put a little bit behind each of the sprigs. I'll show you. Not very much, just down the center, just so that they are also fastened down to my card. Just a little bit, just like that. All right. And then the last thing we're going to do is we are going to attach in the inside. I'm going to move this ribbon out of the way temporarily. I still have to fray that. And we're going to place it so that the H is right there, like so. And I'm going to get that as straight as I can. Even though this layer is not straight, the cheer is going to be straight. Just like that. And let's go ahead and fray these ends to fray, I just pull on them. I'm going to pull on this one as well. And it just frays that. It's so pretty, I think. Just like that. And I'll just tuck that back in there. After I've pulled it, it has that little frayed edge. I love that. I think it's so pretty. And then on the inside in this corner, we are going to glue those last little 3 sprigs. So let's flip them over onto my mat right here. I love the silicone mat and my tweezers. I don't know what I would do without it. I'm going to start with the middle one. I'm going to put adhesive on all of them. And again, I'm just going to do it down the center. I'm going to use my tweezers to help me place them. So we'll grab this one first, and I'm going to put it right here in the middle. And I'm going to grab this one, and I'm going to attach it right here with the points touching. And then my last one is going to go right here with the points touching. And I'm just going to make sure that it has glued itself down. There we go. And there are those sprigs. Aren't they cute? Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And that is our card. I hope that you enjoyed the project. I've enjoyed making it for you. This Words of Cheer bundle is such a great bundle. I hope that you will enjoy it. I have enjoyed working with it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm kind of new to YouTube, so I appreciate you watching me, and I'm grateful for it. And I don't mind if you would help me out. If you don't mind, would you please help me out by commenting, sharing, and subscribing, and ask your friends to subscribe too. When you subscribe, you're going to get notifications when I post new videos. And also you can check out my website. It's inkyhandswarmhearts.com, but the link will be in the description below. And when you go there, you can access PDFs, measurements, more fun projects. I do blog every day, so there's always inspiration. There'll be 7 days of Words of Cheer bundle on my website, so please feel free to go there as often as you, as often as you like, and get some inspiration. Thank you again for watching, and I really appreciate it. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!